Oh, here they come. Just gonna sneak away. Yeah, they don't seem to... Oh! Hey, Psithe here. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at The Forest by End Night Games. Released in early access on the 30th of May 2014 and fully released on the 30th of April 2018. The Forest is an open-world survival crafting base building game with some horror elements. Now, this game raised some of my red flags, namely early access and open-world survival. And those two can be extra bad when they are together. But it also raised some green flags. It actually got out of early access. It has a story, an ending, and it has good reviews. And that puts it closer to Subnautica, a game that I really enjoyed. Still waiting on the full release of Below Zero. Anyway, let's play the game. We start off on a plane next to our son Timmy. The plane starts shaking and we crash. We wake up to see this red guy leave with Timmy in his arms, and we pass out again. We wake up, eat some airplane food, collect some booze and pills in case the survivor guilt gets to me. Before we leave, we pick up this axe that someone managed to smuggle onto the plane. We leave the plane and start looting the luggage. And seeing as the suitcases mostly contain candy bars and pills, can deduce that this was an American plane. Well, time to build a shelter. This looks like a good spot, on the edge of the forest with a view of the ocean and the mountain. Ah, home sweet home. Shelter allows us to save and sleep. We should probably get a fire going as well. There we go. After looting some containers, we have our first encounter with the cannibals. I run away and they leave me alone. The next day I decide to upgrade my home to a small cabin. There we go. Isn't that nice? A little crooked, but it's fine. Well, time to explore the island. I find some tents, some more cannibals, loot some more luggage, take a stroll through the forest, and I must say, wandering through the thick forest knowing that there could be a cannibal behind every tree is pretty creepy. Here we find this massive sinkhole. And I decide to build a small outpost next to it. It gets dark before I finish building it though, and I have to cut trees in the dark, while I keep hearing rustling in the leaves. I get it done without any incidents, but sleeping is still on cooldown, so I have to wait it out. The next morning we eat some breakfast and take a closer look at the sinkhole. I don't see a way down and move on. After fighting some locals and looting a village, we build our next outpost on the far northeast part of the island. Now, I thought of us being clever for building small outposts all over the island to make exploration easier later, but looking back, they were a complete waste of time. After a trek through the mountain and building another shelter, we make our way back to the starting point. While taking a swim in the nearby lake, we find an underwater cave. It was pitch black inside, so swam out again. But there was another entrance next to the lake, so we go down there instead. And hello? So the game just turns into a horror game at this point. Just look at this place. These are some of the best done caves I've seen in a video game. The darkness, the sound and general atmosphere are all on point. And combined with the fact that you never know what's around the next corner. Like this. What the hell is this? All I know is that it needs to die. Moving on with... Oh, no! Yeah, I'm out. When we're back at the campsite, I think the sun is setting, so I go to sleep. But it turns out it was morning, and I slept through the day. For some reason I wanted to keep exploring even though it was dark, and take a look at what the night is like. See if you can spot the cannibals before they make a sound. So I panic and run back to the shelter and wait out the night in fear. When the sun rises, I continue exploring and find another cave. Here we find one of Timmy's drawings. I don't know how I had time to draw this, why I was even in this cave, but whatever, I guess. I go deeper and... don't mind that. I eventually find myself at an exit with a bunch of explosives, and we seem to be on the side of the sinkhole. We make our way back through the cave a bit. The only way deeper into the cave is through this fence, but... nope. I'm out. We should probably make a more permanent base now. And we find a nice place on a cliff near the ocean. While building, we get attacked 5 fucking times. And decide to take a break from building. We blow open this cache and find some gun parts. And raid this boat for some supplies. We head back and finish the base. Ah, home sweet home. Don't mind the burning corpse there. It's time for some more cave diving, and we craft ourselves some bone armor and head out. Turns out there's a cave right next to our base. That's convenient. After climbing down, we immediately get attacked by some cannibals. They're no match for my axe though. We continue deeper and find another drawing. And it's a bit dark here. Let me just shoot the oh god! Well, turns out it can't get through this tight opening, so we can safely pick it up from here. There, dead. We skin it and make armor out of it. This is the best armor in the game. The way armor works is we put on non-specific armor pieces and it fills up this bar. When we get hit, the bar depletes before our health, destroying the armor. Next up here, we find a flashlight, a welcome upgrade to the lighter. It does have more eerie light though. Looks like we're going even deeper. Here we find the Rebreather that lets us stay underwater for longer. This is one of the items needed to beat the game. After grabbing it, we go straight back to the surface. After restocking some supplies, it's time to head out again. After a bit of exploring, we find this campsite next to another cave. We head inside and... oh. Looks like we missed the party. Oh well, let's go. Fucking hell. I hate these bats. A cliff. What's down here? Oh! Well, there's no going back now. Another rope down. Looks like we're going deep again. Seems like the main party room here. Here we find a chainsaw. Could have been useful earlier. We don't have much use for it now. Moving on, we... uh-oh. Yeah, that's it. Here it comes. Stupid mutant. And it's dead. Oh, here comes another one. Oh shit, it can climb. There, dead. Okay, let's continue up here and... oh, come on. Here it comes. Oh, well, bye. Another one of these, huh? Must be something good behind all this. Oh shit, it can climb as well. Oh! There we go. Of some more cannibal attacks. Oh, come on. The flashlight is red from blood here, by the way. Ah! Can't see where I'm aiming. It's, gone. Hello? Oh, there it is. Ah! Another climber. Run! See ya! After blowing up a wall and climbing even deeper, we find this chamber. We get rid of the boys at the bottom and find a climbing axe, another essential item that allows us to climb certain walls. Like this one. We fight our way through this passage, climb some more and find our way out. Uh-oh. We managed to get back to our shelter safely. Now there's only one cave left we need to explore before descending into the sinkhole. So a fight and some resource gathering later, we found ourselves at the next cave. This one is not as deep nor as dangerous as the last cave. Just a few guys and this dude, both of which we could pick up from above. Down here in the pile of bodies we found a keycard. Now, why would a keycard be important for surviving in the woods, you might be wondering? Well, we'll find out soon. We make our way back to the base for the last bit of supply gathering. Then it's off to the sinkhole. We make a water skin, glue a few teeth to our axe and go. Here we are at last. To get down to the bottom we're supposed to go through caves that lead there. But I'm sick of caves and take the fast route. I also found this weird sound bug on the way down. Listen to this. Here we are, at the bottom. And there's mutants everywhere we need to take care of. There we go. Climb down, collect some more armor and our arrows, and move on to the next group. And yes, the sun set before I got them all. We jump down to collect our arrows and uh-oh. I go over to this corner to hide. But here she comes. Run! Seems she's more interested in destroying rocks than attacking me. Anyways, time to move on. We put on a rebreather and dive into the pool in the center. We merge on the other side and find ourselves inside a cave with another drawing. We build a fire to dry us off, then we move on deeper. And what do you know, more mutants. More armor for me. After some more spelunking and mutant killing, we end up at this campsite. This is our last chance to rest and save for a while. And here it is, the end of the cave and a door embedded into the rock. Luckily we have a keycard with us. Imagine coming down here before finding the keycard. Having to climb all the way out. But nobody has ever done that, right? Right? Anyway, behind the door we find a corridor. I must say it's a weird feeling walking around in a modern environment after hours of just forest. Especially since I'm walking around covered in mutant flesh carrying an axe with glued on teeth. I mean, look at this place. At least we get some use of our money here. I wonder what happened. Where is everybody? It doesn't look like it has been abandoned for long. There's still power and there's no sign of decay. Everything just a bit smashed. See? Look at all these broken jars of jam on the floor here. I really missed the party. Seems like some mutant babies have escaped from the cages. Let's take care of that real quick. What the hell is this? Oh, looks like we got a live one. Oh, come on, really? No fire arrows it is then. Here he comes. And And he can't get through the door. Perfect. Now this is true body horror. Look at the eyes. I'm out. After crawling through some offices, we find this ominous monolith, or artifact as the game calls it. Oh, and here's the guy from the intro. Stabbed to death with crayons. Pathetic. We open up the monolith and we find Timmy. Dead. What a way to go. Of course, the first thing we do is to hook him up to the machine again. There's a problem. We need a new body to sacrifice to the monolith. And I'm not sacrificing myself for my son. Let's find whoever that other guy was resurrecting and stick her in there. Oh yeah, the machine resurrects people by sacrificing other, in case you didn't realize. After some more office crawling, we found our last chance to sleep. Yeah, real cozy. No saving though. Keep in mind I've been crawling through this building for 40 minutes without a chance to save. If you're going to play this game, set aside at least an hour before going down here. Yeah, no way this is a boss arena, right? Anyway, here she is, playing on the floor covered in blood. Nice. That other guy got bested by this small child. Truly Huh? You're right there? No, don't scream. I know I'm covered in blood and flesh. Don't be scared. Hey, what's that? Oh shit! So, here's the final boss of the game. Not that hard if you know how to circle strafe, and to work around janky hitboxes. And she's dead. Pick her up and carry her back to the machine. We put her in and it turns out we need a live sample. Whoops. We grab a keycard she apparently had in her hand this whole time and move on. After a swim and crawling through some weird caves, we get to a new section of the facility. And oh my, did we miss the party here. Anyway, more offices, more caves, and we end up in an elevator. Takes us to the top of the mountain where a second artifact is located. Here we have a choice to shut it down and ride an elevator back down to the forest and keep playing. Or we can activate it and bring down another plane and possibly resurrect our son. Since it went so well for that other guy, we of course activate it, making the game come full circle. So, flash forward a year and it apparently all worked out. We're on some talk show. You alright, Timmy? Some talk show talking about our book we wrote about the incident. No, I never had an axe like Oh.
Okay, we've got a setup right over here. Come on, don't leave me hanging.
Why is the band playing dramatic music? Uh-oh.
Is he okay?
Why is everyone screaming and running? He's having a seizure. See? Just needed to calm him down. Here's a final cutscene showing Timmy grown up and obsessed with the island and his apparent mutating body, probably setting up the sequel. So, that's The Forest. Final score, 4 out of 5 mutant babies. Thanks for watching.